Yo, howdy ho, at the gym again. I really gotta find a better place to shoot this because I may not want to talk as loud as I do. No one's here, so I can say whatever I want. But yeah, took my Jerry's a couple days ago. Didn't post a video, I forgot. I got a 296. I did well-ish on my 151 and my verbal, 145 on my quant, the math stuff. And I think it's cumulative, meaning that I might be able to take it again, and my scores, or my best scores from each exam will be sent. I hope that's the case, because I'm going to take it again, concentrate on the math to see if I can get a better score, because I really want to get into grad school and get, out of this kind of area and just be better. That's pretty much been on my mind. I'm not studying for grad school this week. Gonna give myself the month off, or the week off, and then apply again for next month on the 25th of January, and then hit it hard, like fucking study hardcore. And it's been nice. I've been reading a book by Ta-Nehisi Coates. I've already talked about it. As I'm reading, sorry if you can't hear, I'm making food right there. But as I'm reading it, I'm understanding that, the black narrative is an interesting one. How with Barack Obama being in power, it really didn't, it's my cousin, it didn't kind of assist them. It kind of helped in two ways. It gave everyone belief that anyone could be president, that you could actually say the thing. You could be president, being a minority. Now you can say that. At the same time, it's not like race was better. I think the book talks about race and how it affected his presidency, and how it's been a topic for 150 years, since I think the end of the Civil War, since slavery ended. Without getting too into detail, he talks about that, talks about different scenarios, different articles he's written in the past, and he explains them a little more concise, with more fluidity, and it makes sense. So I'm reading that, and as I'm reading that, I think about my own upbringing. I think about my own race, being Hispanic, being a male, and just trying to understand what the future holds, and seeing racism in parts that you wouldn't notice. And I don't think it's because I'm more inclined to see it now, or I'm more sensitive to it, so I pick up on things that aren't really there. But it's interesting. And watching videos on YouTube, for example, you can kind of see why, let's say, an experiment where they do with a whole bunch of different participants, why a black female would feel more obliged to actually go along with what the white male experimenter is telling her to do, because of the history to it. And yes, he might use the same tone with everyone else, but there's something to be said with this one black female, how she kind of agrees and goes along with it. And they don't talk about race at all, but I think it's obvious that the undertones to it were there. Again, maybe because I'm sensitive to it, and on almost every other experiment I see it, the experimenter said people of color. It would have been easy to just say minorities. I don't know why different. I don't believe he is. I'm defending him without knowing, but I don't believe the experimenter is racist. I don't know. He might be, or has that thought, right? But it's when you speak, you should avoid terms that could be misinterpreted. Even what I'm saying now can be misinterpreted. Yeah, anyways, that's on my mind, forefront of race, forefront of how I should be better myself. I remember my dad always told me as a kid, the only way to be respected by white people is to be better than them. And I don't know if I should put this video up. Maybe I shouldn't, because I said that, because it can be used against me in the future. But I am. I don't know. I may not put this up. Yeah, those are my thoughts on what I've said. The only reason probably why I wouldn't put this up is because maybe if I want to run for public office or I want to do something, that it wouldn't be good to say that. Because it shows that you have a thought trying to go forward. And this is me now actually trying to cut my own voice. I shouldn't. I should put it up. It's a thought, right? I should put it up because it's, in effect, true. I'm a minority. I'm Hispanic. There has been a history of what Caucasian individuals, white people, have done to people who have been beneath them, to minorities, to blacks, to Hispanics, to Latinos, to even the Irish, or the Italians if they were coming over. It's funny. But I could understand what my dad means, that I guess in the time when he came to the United States in the late 60s, early 70s, it was different. And so he was maybe jaded. He's a little whiter than I am, brown. He's more peachy, but still you can tell the way he talks and speaks. He's a little bit more Hispanic. The more Hispanic he is. So maybe he had a different experience, or maybe I'm just blind and now just kind of realizing it. But I can understand what he means. You have to be educated. Being a minority, school is not a luxury. I don't think for anyone it is a luxury. But there's more emphasis, I believe, for everyone who's not white to get their master's, to get their doctorate, because we have to push further. We have to keep going because we don't have these certain fallbacks we can fall on. We don't have inheritance. We don't have all these things that might have happened because of the generations of just opportune circumstances that the majority whites have had, right? There's some who haven't, the very poor, but I mean, with the policies enacted, I'm realizing they were given a better deal in the New Deal by FDR. They got better houses after World War II. So yeah, it's crazy. I understand what my dad means by we have to be better. We just have to keep pushing, keep doing, because we're gonna have no one else. We have to rely on our skills, our family skills, and to push forward. That's all I got. It's all in my head. I got food I gotta eat. I got a dog I gotta have, and then my client at 12:30, which is in 11 minutes. Peace.